Hello everyone, this is Endgame Marks. We're doing another box, another breakdown, another demo. This is Grand Kingdom, and I'm actually quite enthused to tell you more about this game because I found myself fondly loving it. Well, the game is a turn-based kind of strategy, side-scrolling action game, and it blends it in perfectly. This is usually your grid map design right here. This is not going to be anything too fancy, but it kind of looks like a board game where you move the block to block, and sometimes there would be items and enemies and events that can happen and occur. The combat is one of the best parts about this game. There are a lot of variations that can happen on fights, and even you can do variations in the fights as well. Like you can see, like a barricaded walling, there will be barrel boxes and even traps on the field. It's got this really fast but yet turn-based style that's really blends it really well, and it has a lot of tactical advantages you can take in place. This game really reminded me of a faster version of Final Fantasy Tactics, where not only that you can learn to be very maneuver and very powerhouse, your enemy are just like you. They have the same enemy troops, they have the same abilities like you do, so you constantly feel like you're competing with a opponent who's just as capable as you are. There's lots of classes, lots of abilities, and lots of equipment in the game to make. On top of that, with team creation and team equipment and team design and stuff and team formation, it brings a lot to the table for what little package it is. On top of that, with an online multiplayer, you can play against other people's teams and have wage war. It is a very fascinating game that I think that more people need to know about, and it is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. But how the combat will work is that mages have the ability to break massive guards to knights and shields, while the archer can able to disrupt a charge attack, which his arrows can interrupt. As you can see, he's capable of shoot at long distances and pick off enemies from afar, and he's also got other abilities like a snipe shot. All these characters are crucial, but they also have their weaknesses. And as I said before, you're able to customize and create your entire team. As well as every time you end a battle and you do well, you get to restore your life. So it's like you get reward from your playtime. As well, there's they say there's 17 classes in the entire game. Now the box says 15. Now I have not seen every single class in the game, but all of them seem very, very useful and have their advantages and disadvantages. You have your typical lancer, you have a chemist, you have an archer, you have a blacksmith, you have a wizard, you have your knight. There's so many kinds of classes that it brings so much to the table of strategic planning and preparing. As well, you're able to create several mounts of troop lines. So not only you can build one set, you can build up to like 5 sets of troops of each category. So you can have 5 sets of armies. Not only that, you can completely customize each character from their name to their skin, their appearance, to their even their voice pitch of when they do their victory, as well as their status, magics, and abilities. You can customize that to how you ever see fit, as well as customize other things beyond the game, like your formation of each party, as well as customize their equipment, your flag, even the piece that moves on the board. Fully customization is something that brings you more enthralled into the game. Now, I can't say the storyline is something that is going to put you on the edge of your seat, but I think the overall gaming experience will give you lots to do if you're into tactical RPGs like I am. Turn-based style and all just the well-design of the anime art style of the almost looks like hand-drawn styles. I was really enthralled in this game that I actually, when I was playing it, I actually even forgot I was recording footage for you guys. That I accidentally recorded a whole lot of footage. A lot of footage I cannot show you in this short period of time. But the combat, the game, and I even on the first boss almost defeated me right here, the very first boss. That if you're not prepared and you're not ready, you can get overwhelmed really fast. So you got to think light, fast, as well as strategically. There's certain gauges between your battles. You have your movement, and then you have your action bar. The action bar uses up its own bars of each attack, and then you got your movement bar. Every time the enemy moves, a bar will drain, and then when he attacks, his attack gauge will drain. You got to consider this when you're doing your planning of your abilities, because you got to know how much you got left to move and how much you can do. As you see, my knight here just guarded. What that means is that at the end of the turn, I have him set on auto guard, so whatever left the gauge he has left on his action will allow him to automatically guard from whatever front attack. Now, bear this in mind, you can actually guard whenever you want. So if you have higher action bar and you can guard a whole lot more because you have more action bar left over. See how he took almost all of it and he just bumped into me? Because I didn't have much action bar left. So it's all about strategically planning where you're going to place your enemies, where you're going to put it. See, and then the fire, like certain magic spells will have it where you can actually interact, where your fire pressing the button will cause the fire. So you got to strategically plan where you want to put that fireball so you can hit the button to appreciate more attacks. Now this game is just like even like Final Fantasy Tactics, that your abilities and powers can also hurt your allies as well as heal your enemies if you cast a healing spell that's too close to an enemy. All these things bring in this immersion of tactical planning and precision acting, as well as your enemy will overwhelm you if you're not prepared or have the right group. Now I do recommend when you first start the game to have at least a knight, a wizard, an archer, and a medic, which is I always call it because of Final Fantasy Tactics. That way you can able to heal your team, as well cast spells, and have a frontal guard and a good distance shooter from the distance from the archer. As well as there is a function in the game where if you're almost about to kill an enemy and he's near death, you have a chance. They actually have a chance to come back to life if they have the ability to come back to life with what little life they have left. Also, you have ability to assist your teammate if they're in a capable position to attack. So, like my wizard here, if this guy is wounded to near death and I just barely did not do enough damage, my wizard can finish him off because she's in the able area to do the attack. There's so much to take in, and there's not enough time for me to fill you in all with all this. If you're into tactical turn bases and you're into strategic planning or just into JRPGs in general, don't overlook this game. I fear this is going to be another hidden PlayStation 4 exclusive that no one's going to really play. This is also on the PlayStation Vita too, so check it out. So I thank you all for watching. I'll leave the descriptions down below if you want to look for a copy. And I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!